Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Career Shepherd. So today we are going to learn Angular data binding. So I'll make it very simple, very clear concept which can help you to understand the concept. So what is data binding? Data binding is a technique where data stays in sync between the component and the view. That means whenever user updates data in the view, Angular updates the component. And when the component gets new data, Angular updates the view. So you have heard about lot of bindings like data binding, property binding, class binding, blah blah blah. So lot of binding means lot of confusion. Okay, is it? No worries guys, I'm here to make you simple and clear. Okay, so for this sake of simplicity I have divided data binding like this. One way data binding, another is two-way data binding. Okay, so one way we are having two-way subdivided into two categories like component to view, view to component. That means data flow will happen in one direction from component to view or view to component. In two-way data binding we are having no categories, right? So in component to view we are having lot of way we can achieve that. First will be interpolation, second will be property binding, third one will be class binding, then fourth one will be style binding, and last one will be attribute binding. Okay, and in view to component what we will have, we have event binding. So we'll explain one by one each of the way. Okay, so start with interpolation. So for interpolation, this is the syntax, and inside the curly braces, so whatever we are having, it will call template expression. Okay, template expression. So what Angular will do it here now? Angular will evaluate the template expression first, then convert it into the string, then it replaces in our view. So let's have a example. So we have web.html, so h1. So what we'll do here, I'll put a template expression. What I'll do, n plus 2. So it is a simple expression. What we are doing a addition of 1 and 2. Okay, so what Angular it will do here, in so it will do a sum. This is the template expression, this portion. So it evaluates the expression, that means it will do a addition here, n plus 2, then it result will be 3, then it convert it into string, then that string it will replace in HTML view. If you come here, 3 is here, right? Okay, next what we have property binding. So let me, okay, property binding. The property binding allows us to bind HTML element property to property in the component. That means you can set properties such as class, href, src, text content. The syntax will be binding target, it will be binding source. We can make this like this, camel case. Okay, that means this is the HTML property inside square bracket, this is property in the component. So let's have an example. So add a like button name equal to click. What we did here, we have added a component property, that is button name, and we need to bind it to HTML. Okay, button, we have one property inner HTML. Correct. So this is HTML property we are binding to, this is component properties. Okay, so let's do a save. Go to browser, it's here, right? Click here. If you do a inspect inner HTML, right? So next thing what we have class binding. Class binding. Okay, so in three ways we can bind the class. One is class name properties, one is class, okay, and another is ng class. So I'll create a separate tutorial on these three things, how to bind class. Next we have style binding. So same here also we have like style binding, then ng style. So for this also I'll create a separate tutorial. Next we have what we have attribute binding. Okay, so we have property binding, then why do we have attribute binding? Sometimes what happens, there is no corresponding HTML property to bind, like you can take example of data set attribute and also area attribute and also SVG. So what we'll do here, we'll do a like this. So I'll show you that example. So already we have a button element here. So what we'll do here, area dot data id equal to 1. Okay, so if we inspect here, see data I equal to 1. So this is called attribute. If you want to bind any attribute, that this is data attribute, data set attribute, so we're binding like this. Next what we have 1.v.a, that is event binding. Okay, event binding allow us to bind events such as keystroke, click, subvert, etc. It is one way from view to component, and the syntax will be like this: target event template statement. Okay, like this. I will have a example for you. Let's go to the here we are having, right? So what we'll do like this: click target event equal to, this is the, let do a method name like this. This is the method and component, or you can say property in the component. So what we'll do, we'll define in component. So just for confirmation we'll give a alert here, button clicked. Okay, so let's go to our browser, button clicked, right? So next thing we are having data binding, two-way data binding, this portion. So far we have completed up to this. Next we need to do this one. Okay, so let's start the two-way data binding. So two-way data binding means that changes made to our model in the component are propagated to view, and any changes made in the view are immediately updated in the component. That means data flow will happen in both directions. So in real life scenario, I can say example of data entry forms, where if we are entering anything in form, it will reflect in component, as well as if any changes happened in component, that changes also will reflect in view. Okay, so the syntax will be like this: some element so this thing you need to remember, that means banana in a box. Okay, so here property name will go here, value, then just end the element. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax. So what it will do, this syntax? So first syntax set up a property binding and event binding, but to make use of it, the property must have a change event with this. That means if you are binding a property with like inner HTML, then that property should have corresponding inner HTML change event should be there. That means I'll give an example. That means inner HTML we are having one property. If you will take this property, then the corresponding event will be inner HTML changes. Then this will work. So for us already a inbuilt thing is there, ng model. Okay, so Angular uses this ng model directive to achieve two-way data binding or HTML forms. So it binds a form element like input, select, textdata, etc. That means when you bind to a ng model directive, behind the scene what it will do, it set up property binding as well as event binding. That means it binds the value property of element using property binding, and then it uses ng model change event to set up the event binding. That means what will say, we can say like this: value plus ng model changes. So here it will be like this. We can like this: banana in a box equal to this. So value will be like this. Okay, so in this tutorial what we have learned Angular data binding. What are the data binding? I have clearly explained in simple and clear manner so that you don't have any problem in understanding the concept. So in my next tutorial I will have a detailed explanation of this class binding. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.